This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Sunday, June 2nd, 2024. The title of this rant is, It's Time to Tax Big Oil and to Refund the Proletariat. So I don't care what we call it, windfall profits, price fixing, collusion, big oil is guilty of all. And, this has been happening for a long, long time. When they talked about windfall profits back in the 70s, after the first oil embargo in 1973, where big oil made a killing. And they're even saying right now, as we're getting into this election, that big oil may be working with OPEC to artificially keep prices high. Why? To keep Sleepy Joe into office. Why? Because Sleepy Joe might do something about their profits. They want to keep their profits as high as possible. And not only that, but they've also had another 50-year history where they started out with climate denialism, and they learned from their own studies what was going to happen as more carbon came into the air from their own studies in the late 70s. So they knew this was coming up, and they have done everything to pretend that it's not really coming up or it's not really them. So not only did they start out with climate denialism, but now they've done something different. They've done, let's just say, deception, disinformation, doublespeak about all of this, where in front of the public, in front of their advertising, they go out there and talk about all the great things they're doing to prevent too much carbon getting into the air and talk about renewable industries, while behind closed doors, yes, just like the song from Charlie Rich back in the early 70s, behind closed doors, they're doing every single thing they possibly can to screw you, to screw the American, hardworking, average Americans, and to put as much carbon in the atmosphere as possible. And this is, as I said, this has been going on for a long, long time. And I'd like to point out that, hey, when it comes to the future of the planet, yes, big oil is the biggest culprit in all of this all along. But when also we're talking about profits and windfall profits and price fixing, etc., we could do this to a number of other industries. I'm just going to throw out there big pharma and big agriculture right now. So there's a lot of work that has to be done. It's extremely infuriating to me and to most Americans when they see this. I know that it's mostly coming from corporate profits as opposed to blaming all the supply chains and all that other kind of stuff. All right? And again, the Republicans have a 100-year plus history of favoring business over the average working American, the proletariat. And of course, yes, there are a few corporate Democrats in there also. But basically, Joe and regular Democrats, their hands are tied unless we can vote for them in overwhelmingly. And that's what we need to do. A straight Democratic ticket down the line. All I can say is vote for liberal Democrats.